how about we just familiarize the audience? I got in the studio today. We got Big Sam.
We here, man. What's up? What's up?
Now I've known Sam since 90 in the 90s.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, it's been a minute. At least middle school, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think back. What?
Let me see. I got here in Seneca in 7th grade.
Man, back when you was fighting David Tanks in the hallway.
David Tanks in the hallway. That's a minute ago. That's a minute ago, man.
So you always been big?
Always been tall.
Tall.
Yeah. Always been tall. That's for sure. Yeah. Always been tall, even growing up, man. Yep.
So, moms, dads, who'd you?
My mom, she about 6 foot.
Damn.
My pop's about 6'6".
Damn.
Hell, my step pop's 6'9". So
you just been around tall.
That's
people.
what it is, man. Got a couple uncles and stuff who's tall too. So,
You feel like as a tall black man, you're like relegated to like a certain stereotype. Like I feel like once my physique kind of changed a little bit, I don't know if I hold my head higher, if I'm just a little more confident.
Yep.
Or I think I don't know, but people definitely I definitely get a lot more sirs now.
Okay.
A lot more. I don't know. It's I feel like I was talking to Troy. He was like, yeah, they probably gonna shoot you first now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like
well, for me, I mean, it's always been a thing, man. So even like when you in a workplace, you working in corporate America, when you big black man working in them spaces, man, sometimes it'd be a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie, because you can always blame that person and everybody's gonna believe that person is the reason why things probably aren't going the way they should be going. So I mean, it just all depends on what the stereotype is, though, because that's corporate America. You could be outside and some people might look at you because you big, they'd be like, oh, you big doofy goofy whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it go both ways. It just depends on the situation. So but yeah, ain't nothing new to me.
people automatically assume you good at basketball?
No. So it depends on who you're talking to, right? It depends on who you're talking to. It really do, because it depends on who you're talking to. Now, most of the time, if I'm in Loudoun County, I'm gonna get a lot of, do you play in the NBA, you play in the NFL, you're gonna get that. But when you over the bridge, it's just people might ask who you are or if you do something, but they're not necessarily gonna assume it's a sports related type of thing.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about where we're at.
Yep.
Geographically, because after I started getting in shape, like post COVID, and really like started taking my physical fitness serious, I get asked all the time if I play for the Redskins. I think I went out LA and I was renting a car, and dude just automatically assumed, he was like, you with the NFL Players Club? I was like, yep.
That's funny.
Yep, sure am. I play for the Commanders.
That's funny, man. Yeah, people are a trip, man. Especially just going day to day. When I walk out, go places, man. People are a trip, man. I was at Georgetown not too long ago. I was at some Italian restaurant. I was getting a to-go order, so I was just waiting for my food. Some lady comes up to me, man. She looked like Barbara Bush or something. She was like 80 years old or something. So she comes over. She's like, yeah, all of us at the table was just sitting there talking. We're trying to figure out who you are. And, did you play for the Redskins or something? Like their whole table was having a conversation about me, to the point of she got up and came over to ask what it is that I do and who I am.
You said she was a white woman?
Yeah, older, like white lady. Yeah, yep. So after that, we just started talking. But
who is that big Negro?
Who is he?
He's got to be somebody.
Got to be something, man. Got to be something.
Big, tall, black guy with gold on.
Exactly. And I still get it. Like I said, I still get it over the bridge, but people don't assume that it's sports. They just assume you might be somebody because your presence. Oh, yeah, it's going to be sports. So.
You think are any other races, like, do you see any other race and just assume the way they assume on us? Like, okay, when I see an Asian dude at the gym, I automatically assume he's good at martial arts. Like, I just automatically assume that's an Asian dude. He's got a good build on him. I'm sure he does MMA or something.
Yeah, I would probably make that assumption too. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably wrong, but I would make that assumption too.
It probably is wrong, actually.
He probably like, I'm just working out like you are.
Yeah, he probably breakdance.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Which is another stereotype probably right there that you just said. That's crazy you said that, because you could have said anything else, but you said he might also breakdance. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Or I mean, martial arts and breakdance, they kind of similar for real. Yeah, especially in the Asian community. Yeah, that was bad.
That was.
trying to figure out like, all right, if what would be a white dude stereotype? If you seen a like, what's the quintessential like? Oh, he must be a. You see, don't really assume that with white dudes. Like you don't really see a white person and be like, oh, he must be a celebrity or an athlete. Or,
we might not assume that, but we might assume if I see a white dude, I might assume he's some corporate stuck up white dude. I might not assume he might be cool as hell, and if you have a conversation with him, he might be completely different than what he look. You know, I feel like we do still stereotype just in a completely different way.
We probably just ask ourselves, is he a fed or not?
Is he a fed or not might be the question. But I do feel like we stereotype the same way. We do. So we do. Well, not the same way, but you know what I'm saying. We do stereotype too.
Yeah, one of my neighbors moved in, and like he came and introduced himself, and as soon as he shook my hand, I was like, "You police, ain't you?"
That's funny.
He was like, "Yeah, I do. I work for Loudoun County Sheriff's Office." I was like, "Oh, I could tell by your handshake."
That's funny.
Like it was just
real formal.
It was there. It was really aggressive.
It was, he the boss. He just let you know, man.
And I don't even think I've shaken too many police hands to like get a good. I just knew off the bat, like, oh, you police.
That's funny.
So I sure am.
Yeah, it's real formal. That's probably why.
I was in Walmart, and this Asian dude, real touristy looking. He had a big camera, the Canon joint around his neck, and like he saw me walking, and he came up to me and he started talking to me like he knew. Hey, what's going on? Started talking to me like he knew me.
Yep.
And I was probably inebriated somehow, so
that's funny.
I'm talking to him like I know him too, but in my head the whole time, like, where do I know this? Do I know him from? Like, is he one of my kids' parents on the basketball team? Like, and he's just going on and on, and then he started asking me questions and stuff like, so where did you play again? So that's why I'm like thinking, okay, he must be basketball related, one of my kids' parents or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? And then he kept talking, and then like as he started asking me questions, I started realize that I don't really know this dude, and then he started realize, I guess, that I'm nobody worth knowing. Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, like he was at Walmart and thought he just came across some, so he was trying to like figure out who, like, but without asking me, you know what I'm saying? And then when he realized, he was like, all right, well, have a good day. He just walked off.
Okay.
And he ain't even take my picture.
Nothing.
He was
Barely
ready.
Said bye, just,
yeah, he was really ready. Like he was about to call his wife, like, guess who I met? And then I guess I'm
hate to disappoint him. Man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. I'm Lamar.
Oh, mild-mannered Lamar. Like I felt like carried and shit. Like I wasn't good enough to get a souvenir book.
That's funny, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. So what else is up, man?
Not too much, man. You already know, just chilling, man. Back in Loudoun County, I don't come out here too often, so.
How you like to cross the bridge?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I wish I would have moved there sooner, for real.
So as somebody as a black man who grew up in Loudoun County, predominantly, and how long have you been on the other side of the bridge now?
Almost as long as I was in Loudoun County, for real. Yeah, I think it's been almost 15 years. Yeah. It's been a minute, because I think I moved out there like 2009 or something like that.
A little more diverse out there?
Yeah.
So for the studio audience, and for those at home across the interweb, we're in Virginia. So when I say across the bridge, I mean Maryland and DC. They call us the DMV, which I hate. But so, we're very closely linked through the Beltway, which is the bridge I speak of. So what would you say is the biggest difference between?
There's so many differences, right? So one, I feel like when you're living in a place like Loudoun County in Northern Virginia, I feel like the same things you might do out here, if you do out there, it's not really a big deal. Whereas out here, it'll become something. Like, I feel like out here, you definitely gonna get targeted for certain things. You definitely gonna get looked at for certain things. Where in Maryland, that type of stuff just isn't happening, man. I've been there for years. I've never really had no issues with nothing. Where I feel like same scenarios go on out here, I'll probably be in jail or locked up for. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the biggest difference.
A little safer for the black man in Maryland.
A little safer for the black man in Maryland. I just feel like there's a lot more to do over there, man.
Police what county you in?
So I'm in Charles County, which would be the Loudoun County of Maryland, for real.
I think I saw Charles County on the list of one of like the wealthiest black
It might be
counties on Earth.
Yeah, could
something
be
like that.
Could be. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, at least Loudoun County is putting some good Negroes out there. You know, we seem to be doing well for ourselves.
Absolutely,
you
man.
know, I mean, they, you and I, they probably, probably didn't think we was gonna be much.
No, that's a fact. That's fine with me. Hey, nothing better than people hating you growing up, and then you run into them and you still doing better than them even when you older. I love it,
man. Who was I talking to the other day? It was talking about like people that used to tease you or bully you, you know what I'm saying, try and carry you whatever in high school. And I was like, yeah, man, but the funny thing is all those dudes' wives be liking my gym photos now.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hard.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I feel you. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. And then I saw one of my old teachers pull up on them in the parking lot.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? I mean, teachers only make a certain salary, so it ain't like they do it for the money. But I definitely look like I was doing better than him.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. I don't mind that feeling.
Yeah, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, did all right. Still got a ways to go, though.
I'm feeling you. But yeah, man, I love living out there. I ain't gonna lie, it's cool. Got a lot going on out there.
So you raising a family out there?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How's that? How's having a daughter?
Having a daughter, it's cool. I mean, as you know, you got a daughter yourself, so it softens you up a little bit.
Yeah, but I've never been, the hard type to get softened up. You know what I'm saying? You always been Big Sam. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a fact.
What's it like for you to have a daughter?
For me to get softened up, it's definitely helped soften me up. There are things that I do for and with my daughter that I would have never thought in a million years I would do, but you got to do it. She don't care nothing about anything except you just daddy. That's it. So
I don't feel like that translates outside the house though. Like you might get softened up in the house, play with teddy bears, and run around with her on your shoulders and do make believe games.
That's
but
for sure.
I think when you leave the house, I don't know. Are your edges a little softer?
I will say this: I'm a little more understanding of certain situations because I got more patience now. You know what I'm saying? So there's things where some people that I know will be like, you want to let that go? Yeah, it ain't really working right now, for real. Before I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I've raised a baby. I've changed diapers.
Yep, absolutely. So
okay,
it's easy for me to be like, he just mad right now. He be all right.
The maturation process.
Yep.
You gonna have some more kids?
Possibly.
You think you got any more kids out there?
Oh no more. Nah, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't even have my first one till I was almost 40. So.
Oh man. Nah. So I've really been wanting to get my family on here just so I could feel like I can speak freely and openly when they're not on here. But so I met two sisters through Ancestry.
Okay.
And it's been an interesting adventure since I contacted them and whatnot. So anyway, one of them just got married, so nice. I just went down to Richmond and met her son. So kind of find out I'm an uncle.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, crazy. Dude, people been calling me Unc for the last couple years now, me too. I've been taking like, yo, bro, I ain't. But now come to find out, I'm an uncle.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had asked them, my two sisters that I found on Ancestry. I was like, do y'all think that our father has any more kids out there that are, we gonna find any more? And they both looked at each other and it was like, nah, we deleted our account because you were enough.
That was enough. Like, that's funny.
Finding me, they don't want to see if there's any more Lamars
that's
out
funny.
there that daddy might have.
Wow. Okay.
It's messed up, man.
Okay.
Like, well, I mean, you could delete your account, but Ancestry still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still there.
You're still in there. I
still
think
in the system.
I feel like all black people should get Ancestry for free.
No, I could see that. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, it's like it's kind of your fault.
Yeah.
That we need your service.
Yeah, no, you are. Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm saying, and then you gonna charge me to spit in the tube.
Yep.
To tell me where you got me from.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I feel like we should all get ancestry.
At least a discount. At least a discount, right?
Especially on Black Friday.
Yeah. No.
I'm just
all of February.
I was just saying, they should really do a promotion. Like, that's good marketing. All black people for Black Friday.
Black Friday, Black History Month. You gotta do Black History Month.
Y'all get half off Ancestry.
Absolutely. That's funny. I never thought of that, man. That's a good point, though.
What else compelling? You say you was betting on the game.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
You always be betting on? Have you since it became legal to do the app thing in Maryland?
I've been messing with the FanDuel a little bit, man. But I mean, it go back and forth though, man. Yeah, it go back and forth. But yeah.
See, I'm not. I don't know. I don't like. It's. Maybe I just lose too much.
Okay. Yo, hey, listen. You one win away, man. Always remember that. You one win away. Okay?
Honestly, I've never actually placed a bet.
Okay.
Maybe I guess I'm just fearful of losing. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Scared money don't make no money.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. You know, I wasn't really into it before, but you know, I had a whole gambling ring going out in Maryland for the sports stuff. So I guess that's what kind of got me a little bit interested in it. So.
But see, you always did like casinos and stuff.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you to go from blackjack and roulette to betting on games, that's, you know what I'm saying, I don't even, when I go to the casino, I kind of just sit there with whoever I'm with. I really don't even, don't do much there neither. I watch people at the blackjack just lose, and I watch people at the roulette lose, and then I go back home and then count my money I still got.
That's funny. Okay. But you know, one of the times you left out of there, you probably could have left out of there counting more money. You know,
you
very
right.
possible. And not a little bit more money, a lot more money.
I think my favorite game to dibble and dabble with is roulette.
Oh yeah, I don't do roulette.
Nah,
because you got to guess a number. Was it 30 numbers on there?
36 numbers plus like 2 zeros, but it made sense to me. Like, you can bet the first set, you can bet the second set, you can bet, you know what I'm saying, even, odd, red, black.
Black is the only thing I would probably mess with if I did it.
I think those are the only bets I made too.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because you got to pick the numbers, man. You got to.
Yeah, but I feel like the blackjack and all that, like, and I watch enough documentaries, and like, it's house always wins, man. Like, it's, you know, you ain't. I seen these one dudes who took some chips and took the chips home and was trying to re-engineer their own chips, so they don't like cut them in half and see what they were made of, and it's crazy.
Sure, it didn't work out for them too well, did it?
They weren't able to make it because, man, they went in depth. Like, yo, you gotta get up to these white dudes. They went in depth. Like, it looked the exact same to me. Okay. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but they were like dropping it on the floor, and one made a different sound than the other one. Like, one sounded like hollow, like bing, and the other one was like doof. Like I guess the weight was different.
Got you. Okay.
I was like, man. So I think what they ended up doing was, I think they took like some $1 chips or something like that, and then dissolved them somehow, the paint off of it, and like painted, or they took the $1 and painted 100 on it or something. Okay. Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, it never does work.
Yeah.
What you think about aliens?
I believe there's definitely some other life out here, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I believe it. I don't think that they don't exist.
Do you think the world is ready
for aliens?
Yeah, like,
you know, I guess it depends on what form they come in, right? If they come in looking crazy, then nah. If they come in something that don't look so threatening, then, you know, I think it can work. You know,
spoken like a true black man.
Yeah, it all depends on how they looking when they come in. Let me
warn y'all before y'all get here.
Exactly.
You all too tall and too dark.
Yeah, but they come through being 12 feet tall and big ass teeth and all that. Then I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I seen some, and they was talking about like how, you know, it's already here, and it was like, once the news gets out or whatever, like, there goes religion, there goes the economies, there goes everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much whole global structures and governments, and, you know what I'm saying, society, you know, government is about having the hold and control on the people, and people find out there's aliens, and like, regardless of what they look like, you know, people, you know, shake people's beliefs and faiths and all that.
Yeah, no, I got you. And underwater, I believe we got the aliens underwater too. I just saw something about that.
See, I would believe that.
You know what I saw they brought back? I didn't even know the To Catch a Predator. Yo, best show to ever come on television, man. Best show ever to come on television. I promise you.
Sit down.
Yo, sit down. Hey, how you doing? Who you gonna meet? Yo, best show on television. You heard it here.
So you were just coming to eat cookies and milk.
Yeah. Yo, them joints is hilarious, man. I was watching for like an hour today. Chris Hansen.
Yeah,
come on, man. You gotta know that. Come on, Lamar. Chris Hansen, you gotta know that.
You ever seen the I forgot, there's a Spanish dude. He do a joint kind of like that. It's called like What Would You Do?
Yeah, I've seen that joint. Yeah, where just be random scenarios that be going on.
Man, he set people up.
Yeah.
It'd be like you're like we're gonna chain a bike to a light post, and we're gonna have a young white teenager come and try and take the bike off the lock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he's up there, this white kid, he's ripping on it, pulling on it. He's got a chain, he's beating on it. People just walking by, not paying much. Somebody asked him what he was doing. He was like, I'm just trying to get like really, almost overacting, you know what I'm saying? But, it's my bike. I'm just trying to get it loose. And the guy offered to help him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to ask, is that your bike?
I guess technically no.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
In over an hour, about 100 people passed by. We replace our white thief with this young man, Matlock. Remember, both actors dress in a similar way and are about the same age.
Is that your bike?
Nah.
Then what are you cutting the chain for?
Right away, somebody yelled. Wow.
Within seconds, another person confronts our thief. More people converge.
Is this your bike?
It's not. It belongs.
No, but whoever's
it belongs to someone.
To who?
Well,
not to you.
And sure enough, one man whips out a cell phone to call 911.
So he had the black kid who was gonna be the next guy. He had him waiting in the parking lot, but he was taking a nap in his car. Bruh, before they could even do the next scenario and swap out the kids, somebody done called the police on the black kid sleeping outside in the car.
There were 2 911 calls reporting suspicious African Americans asleep in their car. The people in that car were actor Justin Chandler's family.
Meanwhile, they worried about Justin's family over
sleeping
in the
while
car.
being black. Tells me that there's still racism out here, and people are frightened by people color their skin.
Your message to folks?
It'll be a better world if we could stop racism. I don't know if that's going to happen because it's such a big world, but you can help to stop. There's always someone that,
maybe this will help.
Yeah, this will help. Maybe this could help. It'll take a real long time.
But maybe this will make a difference.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
This happened at Loudon? That sound like Loudon activity right there.
Bro, but like think about like you trying to prove something, but you don't even get a chance to prove it.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
it just already plays out like
in front, yo, that's so crazy. I never heard of it. That's crazy.
Wow,
man.
wow. I'm gonna find that clip.
Yeah, I could feel that. That's crazy. Yeah, I believe something like that would happen. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so he had to go back down to the parking lot and tell the police, no, that black dude is with me. Like,
wow. That was the only way to get him up out of it. He's with me. That's crazy.
Yeah. What you think is the root of that?
Oh my God. The root of why? Hold on. Are you asking me the root of why that scenario would happen, or why people feel
the root of what makes somebody see a black person sleeping in a car and feel like they need to call the police,
man,
but walk past a white dude who's trying to break a bike open?
Yeah,
like what you think? Like is it really slavery? Is it like what do you think is the root?
I don't know, Lamar, because I feel like, man, to me, like I said, to me that sounded like
and he was laying in the car, so it wasn't like he was a tall, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So to me, this is a Loudoun County kind of thing when I hear something like that. And I really be confused because I feel like the people that are the ones that call the police on somebody like that probably never even interacted with somebody like him to feel any type of way. They're just going off of fear from what they see on the news or on television. You know what I'm saying? With the way things are presented, but I don't know where this stuff comes from.
Like propaganda indoctrination.
100%. 100%. Yeah, television, media, news, all of that. I mean, if you turn on the news, all you see is the craziest stuff, man.
You think they're aware, or they just react without you think they see a black man and they're like, or you think it's just like muscle memory, their training just goes off and
yeah, I don't think they're aware. I think it's like you said, I think it's muscle memory. I think it just automatically happens in their head. No, I'm not racist or anything, but what they're doing, they don't even realize what it is that they're doing right now. It never occurred to him he might just be sleeping. There had to be another issue.
How are sleeping black men a threat or suspicious of doing? Like, remember the black dude that was sleeping in the Wendy's line and then got, you know what I'm saying, murdered?
Are you talking about McDonald's? Are you talking about the McDonald's one in DC?
Yeah.
All right. So listen, you know my posse is DC police, right? So
he had a gun on his lap.
Yeah. So listen, he reached though in that one, right?
I saw the video.
So that's the only one, and I don't want to say nothing crazy because I know you're gonna post this, and I know whoever deal with him, like those is my people. Like, I don't want to offend anybody when I say that.
No doubt.
But like, I'm going off of watching it with him, and his view of it is, it looked like he was reaching for something in that video, and that's why we did.
No, I seen the video.
So,
yeah.
And again, man, rest in peace to the dude. I don't no disrespect.
I've fallen asleep in some drive-thrus before. Because I work crazy hours.
Yep.
And woke up from people honking at me and had to, where am I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the drive-thru. So, to think about that, and obviously I had no pistol on my lap, and it was a lot of circumstance.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. That's how I feel that, man. Crazy.
You think? Do you think we as black men, do we invite it somehow? Are we like? Because I feel like sometimes I'm like a magnet for I don't know why. Does shit like this happen to me only, or does it happen to all black men? One time I DJ'd a police ball for 4 hours, played them music, and the show was over. Packed up my stuff, went out in the hallway. I'm dressed in all black. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the crew. I got on my black bag and stuff. As soon as I step out in the hallway, I hear, "Put the bag down." Now, I knew he was talking to me, but I didn't feel like I just kind of kept on walking, and I heard him yell again, "Put the bag down." I stop. I turn around. He's already got the pistol pulled on me.
Where was this at? What area?
At the Gaylord.
Really? Wow.
Next thing I know, they formed like it was a Marine ball actually, but there was mad police there, like from all different. So they like, and we've been there 4 hours. They've been drinking. There's a live band. They've been salsaing. It's been a whole thing. So you know what I'm saying. Dude had his gun out, and next thing I know, they formed like a circle around me. Like, didn't nobody say nothing. I stopped. He had the gun on me, and but none of them were of the same division though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they all worked in unison. It was, and they all was around me, and just like
that's crazy.
Just like the dude who had to come down to the parking lot and tell him that black dude was him. Like, I literally had one of the dudes on the show, the white dude, another audio guy. He came outside, seen what was happening. He was like, yo, that's the DJ.
Which is crazy because you said he was just another audio guy, right? So it wasn't somebody who was high up here, right?
No,
as long as he was
it
a
was
white
just
dude.
another white guy, and he was like, he's okay. He was just playing music for y'all. They didn't ask him for his credentials. Like, we could have been there robbing the place on some Ocean's 11 shit. That could have been my George Clooney.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And all he had to say was, "No, he's with us." Dude put his pistol down, and they just dispersed. Didn't nobody say sorry? Like, they was ready to murder me.
That's
in the
crazy.
Gaylord.
That's crazy.
And then I pick my bag up, and you know what I'm saying, now I'm walking to my car, and it's like now I get to go home and see my kids.
Wow.
And that was just Tuesday.
Wow. That's crazy, Lamar.
And I'm like, does this happen to everybody? Are we like magnets to this? So anyway, I'm working at NPR, and this is on Massachusetts Avenue. So I'm outside and there's a little like
plant. Give me tickets to MBR. When they do Tiny Desk and all that.
Yeah. No, this was back in the day when the Tiny Desk actually was a Tiny Desk.
Okay.
Shout out to Bob Boylan, who started, like, the Tiny Desk was this.
Okay.
And it was a cubicle in a hallway.
Okay.
And he would have like these straight up no name, you've never heard of, like, indie artists come and they would perform like right there at his cubicle. Fast forward 20 years later, and none of those artists that started that would have a chance of getting It's completely different now.
Okay.
It's a whole different show now.
Gotcha.
But so we on Massachusetts Avenue, and we outside on lunch break. It's broad daylight. It's probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, rush hour. You know what I'm saying? So me and a whole bunch of other engineers. There's like 6 of us, 5 white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Real, old white dude engineer looking, dressed in black, beard, kind of scraggly, and me, dressed like, I'm in corporate America, so I can't dress like how they dress. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my polo. You know what I'm saying? I got my name badge around my lanyard. You know what I'm saying? So we outside smoking Newports, everybody. So I pull one of the Newports out of my pocket, and I'm gonna go to light it, and it falls down into the flower bed.
Okay.
So I turn around, and I'm trying to get the Newport out the flower bed, but as I keep digging for it, it like keep falling deeper in the bush. So I'm digging for it. Next thing I know, I feel somebody come and like put their hand on my shoulder, like real stern. But growing up around white dudes, you know how white dudes be acting, like, especially when they, you know what I'm saying, it's lunch hour. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, go off, and you know what I'm saying. So I figured I didn't even turn around real fast because, my first thought was one of these white dudes, you know what I'm saying. So I'm still digging for it, and dude was like, put your hands up. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? So I turn around, and this dude got a Homeland Security joint, like dangling around his neck, but he's like wearing shorts or whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, freeze. And I was like, I'm like all stunned. And he was like, put your hands up. What are you reaching for? And I was like, my cigarette. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, like, mind you, I've still got the lanyard on that says NPR. It's got my face on it. We're in front of the building. I've got all my coworkers sitting right here.
Wow. Okay.
Nobody says nothing. No, you know what I'm saying? None of them came to my rescue yet. Like, yeah, he's with us. Know what I'm saying? So he literally got me yoked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think one dude actually did eventually, white dude, was like, no, he works here. He's with us. You know what I'm saying? So dude, lets me go. He was like, okay, I thought you was reaching for something in the flower bed. And then gets back in his car and drives off.
That's crazy.
Wednesday.
That's crazy.
And now I get to go back inside, after I smoke like 3 more jacks, you know what I'm saying, and finish the rest of my shift.
That's crazy.
And look all these people in the eye, and they're looking at me like, what did you do?
What did you do?
Do you have warrants or something?
That's crazy.
Like, no, I just got victimized. I literally just got assaulted in front of y'all. Like, this white dude was driving along in rush hour. Saw a black dude bent over in the flower bed, pulled his car over, hopped out, yoked him up.
That's crazy, Lamar.
And then just drove off. Once again, ain't say sorry.
That's nuts, man.
That's just Wednesday.
That's crazy.
And it's like, so when I asked you the question, that was a long preface. Like, is it our fault somehow?
It's definitely not our fault, man.
Is it the
those scenarios are crazy, but yeah, definitely not our fault.
My mama would. Love you, mom. But she be like the tattoos, you know what I'm saying, the hair, but is that enough to get me my life threatened?
Because my argument would be, how old do you look at this time? You ain't out here with a ski mask on, right? Like, there's other things here that are playing in the opposite of that. You got a work badge on, so yeah, I'm confused.
So I'm the victim, and I'm blaming myself. That's some traumatic. I don't even know what you call that, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's
like,
nuts.
So what? How do we do that? How do we raise our children, young black men and women, So you say it's a little better over on that side of the bridge.
As far as dealing with that type of a situation, yes, there's other situations that's on the opposite end of that over there. But yeah, with dealing with that, I mean, one, I will say since I've lived in Maryland, I haven't really, because I guess it's been so crazy living in Loudoun County with it. I don't feel like I've come in contact with that type of a scenario really happening out there. But overall, what should we do to raise our kids to not?
I mean, like, I don't even know what the real question is. I mean, with if the root is just people being indoctrinated to the point where they're just acting off of muscle memory and don't even realize the harm that they're causing. Like, how do you? What you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
You can't be mad at them for being ignorant, right?
No, I can, absolutely.
Okay, all right, okay.
I can absolutely be mad at them for that.
All right.
Yeah,
because you gotta hold them accountable, right?
No, you have to hold them accountable, man. I mean, with that being said, it's like, again, like I said, it's what they see on TV, it's what they see in the media that makes a lot of people feel as though this might be a situation, this might be this type of person. But it's like, man, we downtown right now in front of the NPR building. If you are, what did you say? He said he was Homeland Security. You should see way more crazier stuff going on around here than me picking up something in the flower bush. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me.
How do you feel like that's your job? Like, how do you feel like you protecting the nation? Because you just like what? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what he sees on the daily or what he has to deal with, or you know what I'm saying? What was on his briefing that morning? You know what I mean? But
he should see enough to where whatever it is you got going on shouldn't really be a big deal. I feel like if DC police would have saw you, they'd have drove right past you. Because why would they care? Yeah, it's rough, man. I don't know, man. I feel like is there a way to really prepare your kids for that? I don't know. For me, the best experience was growing up in Loudoun County and seeing it in front of your face and being able to kind of know when it's happening. But when you're in other areas, I really don't know, because I feel like if my daughter felt some type of racism, you know, she probably wouldn't even recognize it right now yet. So I don't know. I guess you wait for the situation to happen, and then that's how you learn to deal with it with your kids. Like, this is what happened to me. Okay, well, going forward, this is how maybe you can handle the situation. You're not gonna be able to prevent the situation. You're probably not even gonna be able to make it better, but you may be able to figure out a way to handle it the right way.
yeah, I don't know. Then I feel like if I try to make them overly aware of it, then I feel like that's also, you know, playing into it now. Now you know what I'm saying? Now your kids are just looking for, and when you look, when you're looking for something, you're always gonna find it. So,
I agree.
You know, it's like my wife always thinks somebody following her.
Really? Okay.
She'll come home and be like, I was at the grocery store and I saw the same guy in 3 aisles. Now, not to make fun, but she'd be like, and then when we went to check out, he was right behind me. And then going to my car, I looked over my shoulder, and I was like, and I'm trying to think of like how many times has there been some woman in front of me who I've ended up in the same aisle as her 3 times. Yep. Walked out to my car at the same time. Like,
yeah. Listen, Lamar, I have a thing with that, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not comfortable. I don't like to be in situations where it might be me and like a chick somewhere, and then I end up being in the same spot as her 2 or 3 times. It make me uncomfortable, because I'd be like, I wonder if this woman is uncomfortable. And I don't even put that to race. I put that kind of just to how crazy the world is nowadays. Because if I was a woman, I'd be paranoid if any dude, no matter what the race is, if I see you 2-3 times in the same vicinity as me. I was trying to get some a bonnet or something for my daughter, so I was at the beauty supply the other day, but the bonnets and stuff are all the way in the back, so when I get back there, it's one other lady back there. There's no like cameras or anything. It's dark and quiet. Me and her the only 2, so I feel like I gotta kind of fake do something else until she comes from around there, and then I'll go there, because I don't want her to feel uncomfortable that I'm standing there. I'm not a weirdo. I'm here. Excuse me, I'm here. I'm not a weirdo. And we shouldn't have to feel like that, but I understand where women come from nowadays feeling like that, just because the world is too crazy.
Yeah, that happened to me. Now it happens at the gym for like, you'll be on one machine and then it'll be a girl next to you, and then you'll leave and go to the next machine that you want to work at, but then she'll be like 2 machines over.
Yep.
And then it happens like 3 more times. I don't have to look like, yo, I swear I'm not following you.
Not following you.
Like, I don't think I am. I'm saying? Not intentionally
Not
anyway.
intentionally.
You know
Not
what I'm
on
saying?
purpose. Great minds think alike, man. That's it.
You are the only female in here, though.
Yes. And there's a whole bunch of open machines that I could have went to.
But I promise you, I am not following you.
Yep.
We just doing the same regimen.
Yes,
I think
yes.
upper body, right? You working on your arms? All right.
Yeah. If it gets weird to me, I'm gonna figure something else out. I'm gonna interrupt my normal regimen just to break this up.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Shouldn't be that way, but it is.
I went out in the hall to go use the bathroom, and there was two white ladies in front of the bathroom, and I was like, "Excuse me," and I walked in the bathroom and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, "Excuse me," and I'm just sitting there like, "Why take all the bass out of my voice?"
No,
like, and I got in the bathroom. I'm in the mirror, like, I got a deep voice too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but excuse me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, that's the thing, man. Lightening your voice up, and I feel like when you grow up in certain areas, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's almost like you subconsciously do it or something.
Muscle memory.
It's something there with it, man. Because I look into stuff like this, Lamar. Sometimes I'd be like, how come when I'm in DC and Maryland, it seems like everybody they talking like this and everybody, yo, shorty, and you know what I mean? But you come to Virginia and it don't really sound like that. And I do think some of that comes from subconsciously lightening your voice and you don't even know you're doing it. And the next thing you know, that's just what your voice is. You know what I'm saying? Because I know overall, my voice is super duper deep, but I feel like once I get to conversating, it lightens up just naturally.
Yeah, I swear. So I was literally in the bathroom, like having this thought process with myself. Like, I wonder what my natural voice would be if I wasn't raised by a single woman. Like,
do you think? Hold on. Why do you think it's being? Why do you attribute it to being that, as opposed to the environment you grew up in?
I also attribute it to that as well.
But why do you at all contribute it to having a single mom? There's a million single moms out here with kids.
They got deep voices.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I would make this more, but percentage-wise, I would say somebody growing up in Northern Virginia probably talks more like that than somebody with a single mom.
Nah, I don't know. It's like a male dog doesn't know how to pee holding his leg up until he sees another male dog doing it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But if that male dog grew up in the same environment, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just
voice lightning might be passed down.
I don't know. Maybe I'll edit that part out. No, I feel like there's definitely some lightening of the voice, perhaps when being raised by a man being raised by a single mother, especially one who here in Loudoun County who would have me lighten my voice. You know what I'm saying? To play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But so I'm listening to the bathroom and I'm just sitting there in the mirror missing my daughter's game. What would I sound like without this conditioning?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I got it.
What would my natural vocal timbre be if I didn't? You know what I'm saying? Then I walk back out the bathroom. Excuse me.
Yep. No, I'm with you. But I do think with age too, it kind of naturally starts to develop regardless, right? I do think so. I bet if you listen to yourself now as opposed to, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, it's probably different.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
But I have those thoughts too. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I don't know if you remember this or not.
Okay.
But it was either junior or senior year. I think it might have been in marketing class.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Chrisman, I think it was, something like that.
Yep.
And it was like towards the end of the year, I think. And she wasn't doing no teaching. You know what I'm saying? Plus it was marketing class. So I just remember like everybody in there doing their own thing, and she was like, "Sam, can you keep it down?" Now, meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, your voice carries.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So especially if you're having a good time and you start to laughing, you know what I'm saying, you got that like that full belly laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I think she told you if you could keep it down, and then like the second or third time, you were like, "Yo, I'm talking like everybody else talking. Like, why do you keep telling me like just because you literally said just because my voice carry more than his does?" You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And then she put you out the class.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Like you were literally making a good point. Like I'm not being rowdy. You know what I'm saying? Like my voice just carries more in this this cylinder brick wall, this like it's echo chamber in here. You know what I'm saying? My voice don't sound like Johnny's.
Exactly.
It's not up here. You know what I'm saying?
Just say you're tired of me and you can't stand me. That's all you have to do.
I'm tired of hearing your voice.
I'm tired of hearing your voice.
Your voice cuts through everybody else's voice.
Exactly. Because then I'm not gonna think you racist or nothing. You just don't mess with me. Then all right, cool. Now I got a better understanding of what's going on. I'm good with that.
I'm tired of hearing you.
Yeah, that's it. If she say that, then I'm like, all right, man, I get it.
She just kept telling you to be quiet, and you was like, "Yo, I'm not talking no louder than nobody else. Like my voice is just different."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And she still put you out the class, like Sam, get out in the hall type.
So I go,
like,
man.
And I'm just sitting there like, what he's supposed to do? He's supposed to like.
A lot of situations like that you probably think about from back in the day, where it's like, damn, can't believe it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they still like play out.
They
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
They do.
Like, if not in that way, then you know what I'm saying, the just, you know, in my mind they still play out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I was scared to get kicked out the class, so when I walked past them white ladies in the hall room earlier today, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that was like conditioning because what I saw happen to you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You could be true.
It's like seeing a slave get whooped and hung, and you know what I'm saying? It's
I
like,
want to be next.
Yeah. I don't want to get put out.
Yep, absolutely, because he ain't even do nothing.
Yeah,
so
he do nothing.
I can only imagine.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's how I be, Lamar.
Man. So is that Loudoun County? Is that America? You been out the States?
Yeah, out the States plenty of times. Is that just America? That's a good question, man. I don't know, probably.
It's like being across the bridge different than like being across the ocean?
Being across the bridge, no, because even when you across the ocean, people still got the stereotypes of the black people, right? So you go to Cancun, you walking down the street, they gonna like try a little bit harder to sell you drugs. Sound like something playing over there. Yeah, something playing on that.
What the fuck is that? Is that my? I think I still had the football game or something playing in the background.
Good.
Yeah, man.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, like when you, for instance, when you go to Mexico or something, Cancun or something, you know, I feel like they go a little bit harder with trying to sell you drugs. They go a little bit harder with the slang, trying to speak your language when when you in these places. So,
because you're American black man.
Because you're American black man, so they already expect you to be a certain way. You could be a complete square geek. They don't know nothing about you. They see you black, they feel like you probably act and walk and talk or something. Brother, my man. What you want, my man? So you know.
So brother.
So it is what it is, man.
Oh man.
Well, but it sometimes it plays in your favor too. It ain't always bad when it happens.
Yeah, I just got my passport. Like I just bought it just for the strength of having one, just because, and I ain't got no stamp on it yet. But
you ain't gone nowhere yet? Come on,
ain't been nowhere, bro. Ain't been out the country, dog.
Come on, man.
Ain't just been in this little pond, dog. I ain't even seen the ocean. Shit, I just went to LA for the first time last year.
Come on, Lamar.
And been back 5 times since.
Yeah, LA's all right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
LA's all right. I went there last year, I think, too.
Yeah, man.
It's all right out there.
It's first time seeing, like, you know, Pacific Ocean and everything.
Wow.
But
yeah, you got to take you a trip, man. You got to get out to Mexico, man.
I mean, you know, all right. I have gone on some cruises because my mom's probably watching this, and she's like, "I've taken you on cruises.
Okay.
We've been to Haiti.
Okay.
We've been to Cozumel and the Bahamas. So I definitely.
But when was that?
None of those require stamps.
And when was that?
It was years ago. I wasn't a child. No, I had kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was definitely an adult.
Okay.
But I mean, even when you go to Haiti, it's the Carnival Haiti.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a big fence on the island that you can't go on the other side to like Wycliffe Haiti.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you dock at Haiti, but You know what I'm saying? There's an island, there's mad shops, and there's a beach, but all the same workers who are serving you all the drinks on the cruise ship, those are the same people that's going to be serving you drinks and stuff on the beach.
Nah, I got you.
So everybody gets off the ship.
Got you. So it's real touristy kind of.
That's it. It's like Carnival bought a piece of Haiti and was like, when we come here, this is where we're keeping the Americans.
I thought you went to Mexico one time.
On a cruise, Cozumel. Nah, I ain't go to Mexico.
Okay.
I ain't even really seen half of the states, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So speaking of a black man who's traveled, you know what I'm saying? Like talk to the black men out there. Passport boys or
passport. Listen, having a passport is important, man. You got to get over them seas, man. Especially if you in a relationship, man. Your girl, she want to go somewhere, especially when it's cold out. Go to hit the beach and stuff, man. I love going out of town. Going overseas, man.
What's like a good first destination? Because I want to see like Egypt or the pyramids or something.
Yeah, I feel like you should probably do something else first. And do that. I feel like a lot of us don't get a chance to really get.
That's why I don't have a stamp yet, because I want to. Yeah, that's
where I want to go. If I was gonna say somewhere just to start, man, I would say Mexico is probably a good place to start. For real. Yeah, Mexico's a good place to start, man. They got a lot out there. I like Mexico.
I mean, you don't even need a pass. You can drive into Mexico. You don't even need a passport.
I don't know how it works when you get to that border.
You need a passport to fly into Mexico.
You telling me I can get through that border without a passport driving? Yeah. Oh, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Well, Canada you can.
You can't.
Let me stop talking. You know,
I don't think you can, man.
It might be a little different now.
Toronto's cool too, man. Toronto's cool, but yeah, if first time traveling, I would recommend Mexico. I mean, if we were to get deeper into that too, I mean, I would definitely recommend doing a couple of days in Tulum and doing Cancun. Maybe do both while you're there. That's kind of what I did. Yeah, it's cool. Well, I said to Playa del Carmen, but I've been to Cancun too.
I feel like Cancun is so like MTV Spring Break.
It is, man. But if you haven't gone to these places yet, you go ahead and start there, and then you start exploring.
No, I want to go to Colombia, you know man. Medellin.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
I mean, but you know what? A lot of that is like fear as well, man. Because you know, I'm completely Americanized. I don't speak no other language but English.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, I keep getting hit with these like apps and shit now that, you know what I'm saying, these like universal translators. You see these joints?
Yep, I've seen them.
Man, Instagram keeps trying to get me to buy that joint. It'd be cheaper every time. Like 120 languages you put it on. And the marketing for that joint is crazy. I'm getting off the rails now, but it'd be like how they're trying to, I don't know what kind of ads you're getting, but the kind of ads I'm getting, like, you want to know what they said about you at the nail shop?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
Like what? Like yo,
I do want to know though. I do want to know.
This is some targeted like.
Yeah.
I think I was having this conversation. I was like, next time I go to the nail shop, I'm just gonna put my joint on record because I know they be talking about me.
Crazy.
And then I get on Instagram and the ad was literally like, do you want to know what they said about you at the nail shop?
No, they be listening to everything that
Universal translator. I was like, damn.
Them algorithms is no joke, man.
Man, the universal translator sounds dope though.
Yeah, that would be my first recommendation. Obviously, there's a million other places to go to. I don't want somebody to see this and be like, yo, he said Mexico. There's a million places. I just think first trip, I think Mexico is solid.
You ever been to like, you know, Europe, England, Germany?
Well, you know, I used to live in Germany, so I grew up in Germany up until I was in 5th grade.
Okay, that was before I met you.
Yeah. So I was living in Frankfurt since I was in preschool all the way up to 5th grade. So
do you remember that experience at all?
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
Was it anything at all like here?
No, it's completely different. I mean, Frankfurt, number one, is a city, right? So it's like you really growing up in New York or something like that, but it's all German.
Do you speak it? Did you?
Not anymore, but I did when I was younger. I mean, I had to because we used to really, really be outside when I was out there, man. But I mean, I loved it. The good thing about Germany, I mean, we was living on an army base and all that, but I got to have a real childhood in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was great, man. I can't lie.
I met this. I was coming back from New Orleans, and there was this German dude in line. I don't know how we ended up getting to talking, and he was telling me that he was sleeping on a bench in some park and got arrested because he didn't realize in the United States it's illegal to sleep on park benches.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
he got arrested, and
I didn't know that either.
yeah, vagrancy is illegal in the
Okay.
United States.
Okay.
You will get sent to jail if you don't have a place to live.
But you can squat. You just can't sleep on a bench.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he said the officer, was on his radio giving his description.
Mm-hmm.
He said I got a white male, and dude just started going off. He said, not until I come to this country does somebody call me white. I'm not a
Really?
white man. And it's German.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting there looking at him like he got a deep German accent. And you know what I'm saying? All the German movies I seen, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at dude like, didn't y'all invent racism? Like,
No, facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you are absolutely appalled that it's coming back on you right now. No, dude literally put his arm next to mine, and he was like, look at me, I'm the same color as you. And if for real, I mean,
Close enough?
it was close enough. For
Okay.
real. It was close enough. Like we were of the same shade,
Yeah.
and like I saw his point. He wasn't white.
Yeah,
but I'm not
America.
black. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he was just completely. He was just appalled that a white man would call him white.
Sorry, Lamar. Uh-huh.
And I was, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was in
America,
Germany.
you a white man in America. In America, you were going to be considered white. It is what it is.
And I'm trying to figure out like what is it like in Germany? Are white people not white in Germany?
I was so young, so I don't know about that portion of it, right? But yeah, I can't really speak, man. Now I will say this: I remember being younger and seeing black people who were German and being a little bit surprised, like, oh, they're not. They're just actually just German. Like they don't speak no English or anything. I do remember being surprised by that.
Y'all over here too?
Yeah, it surprised me a lot, man. Definitely did. I remember being young and asking my mom that, like, they're black. She was like, yeah, but they're German. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be seeing this TikTok videos and stuff of like black Asians. You know what I'm saying? People that are just Asian, like don't speak no English, completely Japanese or whatever, but black, dreads.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Look like soul brother.
That's
You know what
funny.
I'm saying?
That's funny, man.
But just completely, yeah, we everywhere, man.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That is for sure. What, you looking up another topic here?
Nah, I'm trying to figure out how long we've been going here, but everything getting blurry and I'm starting to get the chills, and I realized I had that candy.
That's funny. I forgot about that.
So did I. I said, damn, why can't I see shit
That's
right
funny.
now? Bruh?
Yeah, that'll do it.
How long have we been going right now?
That'll
I forgot
do it, man.
what the hell we was talking about, but
Off race. Let's do something else, man. Off race.
I know, man. It's like I didn't want to like, cause that always be like a heavy ass topic and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to have two black men sitting on here about how they feel like they got victimized coming up in, the richest county in America and shit. Like what we really got to complain about? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, at the end of the day, as much shit as I talk, I'm glad I did. I understand it. It's crazy out there, man. It's crazy out there. There's a lot of benefits to growing up in Loudoun County. Like, that's for sure.
I don't know. What else you got for me, man?
Give
me something interesting. Give me something interesting.
What you think about all this going on with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, man?
You talking about like the lawsuit?
What you think about? All right. Do you think the lawsuit is a bad look?
I mean, somebody fucking with your money is a worse look.
Okay.
I mean, you already looking bad. So I mean, what you got to lose at this point?
To lose.
You know what
I'm
I'm
with
saying?
you.
I mean, and at the same time, it's like if you're doing contract negotiations and it's in the other person's best interest to lower your stock before they go into the negotiation for your contract or to buy out your catalog, whatever. Like I could definitely see, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm sure the same label that is, dragging him down now, I'm sure they boosted him up. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they inflated all his numbers. I'm sure they built that catalog up to what it's supposed to be. So, I mean, you can't get mad when
happens to you.
You know what I'm saying? When they pull that rug from out from under you.
You think he's gonna be able to come back and be who he was, or you think it's a wrap on that?
Man, people got short memories, man. Don't nobody care about that. He can come out with a new hit. I think he went about the whole thing wrong, and that might play into like who he is as a person. But like rapping over the BBL beat and like I seen some concert footage where he was playing the Kendrick diss track, whatever, and he was like, the whole crowd was, and it was just weird.
Okay.
It was just a weird look. So I don't think his team is approaching the rebuttal right.
Okay.
But at the same time, I think these might be uncharted, waters for Drake.
No, it is. Well, is it? Is it? I don't know. I mean, the first thing I think of was Pusha T. But this is different.
Yeah,
this is definitely different. Yeah, this is worse.
This is definitely different.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Pusha T ain't got the whole. He barely got all Virginia Beach on the side, let alone Kendrick got the whole left coast.
And people that don't like Drake.
Yeah. And he just he released his tour dates. He got a Toronto.
I saw that.
Like, that's
the newest venue they got. Drake has not performed there yet. I saw that.
That's hard. Sell it out. Gonna sell it out. So shit. What do I think about it? I guess I've never been a big Drake fan. Like I don't own any Drake records. I've had to download a lot for like DJing parties, and you know what I'm saying. There's a few bangers that I might be able to rap some lyrics along with, but I've never been like a big Drake fan. So I ain't gonna be able to. I wouldn't be able to comment on his like lyricist ability.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick is a rapper. He's a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't a fair fight. It's like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But like when Mike was in his prime.
You think he's like that?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I ain't never been a Drake fan though, so I can't really. I guess I'm biased. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm not like a Kendrick rider. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like he can't do no wrong to me. Like there are a couple joints on that album I skip.
Okay. But only a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah, only a couple.
But only a couple. Yeah, because that joint is pretty tough.
Yeah, it has inspired me to like
Both toes in.
watch some crip walk tutorials because I feel like I need to know. I feel like as a black man at this point, I should know how to crip walk.
Really? Okay.
I feel like it's that vital.
Are you gonna take it to LA with you next time you go?
See, now that's
Probably
different.
not.
That's
Okay.
different.
Probably keep it local.
But see, I'm trying to I don't understand the culture because I understand, with the crip walking and it's a whole. First of all, there's the appreciation versus the appropriation.
Okay.
And then there's the actual element of the crip walking. Like, ain't they like spelling shit out with their feet?
All types of stuff is going on there.
Yeah,
like big gang activity. That's why I'm like, you sure you want to do this?
And but at the same time, it's like, okay, so you see them do the halftime last year, and you see 500 people out there wearing khakis, and you know what I'm saying, and it's like are all those people out there gang affiliated,
Gotcha.
or are some of those just dancers and thespians like out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like if you're making great music that people want to dance to and move their body to, it's like, are you perpetuating? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like as a black man now, I feel like it'd be responsible of me to know how to crip walk responsibly. Maybe there's a different term for it.
Okay.
When you're not cripping.
When would you use it? That's what we got to start with.
All right,
when would you use your crip walk?
Last time I was in LA.
All right, I'm listening.
I was at the after party.
Okay.
And the Kendrick joint came on.
Okay.
And Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Started crip walking in the middle of the dance floor.
Okay, got you.
And I'm thinking in my head, ooh, if I knew how to crip walk, she wouldn't be the only one right there. I'd be behind her, doing a duet.
Okay, that's the positive side of it. That's the positive side of it. Okay.
But luckily I wasn't versed in crip walk, so I wasn't going to go out there and try for the first time and see what it looked like. And you know what I'm saying, it just wouldn't be. So I feel like next time I go to LA, I should have that in my back pocket. So that what I'm saying, if Tiffany Haddish starts to crip walk in the middle of the floor again, I can at least do something.
Got you.
To maybe like a little heel toe.
Okay.
Or
So here's the question, right? Because she is Tiffany Haddish, right? So if you go over there, you're a male, tatted up, and you start crip walking, you don't think possibly there might be somebody there who might not approve of you doing the crip walk? Tiffany Haddish can do it because she's Tiffany Haddish. Are you sure that's the best situation for you in LA?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I was at the what's this joint over here that serves the seafood, the concert joint in Maryland.
Serves seafood.
Man, it's a concert venue, and it's like they got the stage, but they got like I know you've been there before. The Birchmere.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Oh. No, where's that? That's in Arlington, isn't it?
All right, maybe so.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about there. All right, cool. All right. They be having jazz bands and stuff there. Okay, yeah.
So we went to see Guapale.
Okay.
Guapale.
I have no clue. Okay, I'm listening though.
Go Belly. So
what's his name?
Guapale.
Okay, cool.
I think that's her name.
Okay. I love Guapos.
Closer to my dream.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about.
So she's performing anyway. So after the show's over, I done had more than a few drinks, and for some reason, I'm walking out and I'm feeling good, and I just start, I'm just.
You can't do that, Lamar. You can't do that.
And my family
was in there.
It was like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And I was, the Atomic Dog was playing.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't do that. That's the same as crip walking in LA. Okay? You cannot do that, man. You probably got all types of alumni walking around in there, all types of Q dogs everywhere.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
Whoo! Like when we started barking,
yeah.
So I'm barking back.
Yeah.
Like I said, I done had a few, and know what I'm saying? Like,
but you ain't know the secret handshake, so.
Bruh, I was not in like, in this shape, you know what I'm saying? So I was just it was bad luck.
Yeah, it was a very bad look right there. I didn't have to be there at all.
And at first they thought I was one,
yeah,
but then when I didn't like. But that's the thing, though. Like I wasn't like trying to pretend. You know what I'm saying? But
you was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't like.
But you still want to learn how to crip walk in LA after that happened.
I'm just saying, if something is so commercialized that you're doing it at the Super Bowl with paid dancers, how you gonna be mad at the end of the day at me because I'm feeling good at a party and I've seen you promote it, and I don't know, it's almost like a white dude saying nigga.
Got you. So what you're doing is you're applying logic to street nigga rules right now. And so I'm gonna just my suggestion would be not to apply logic to street nigga rules, and just whatever their rules are, probably just go by those rules instead. That's my suggestion. In 2025, don't apply logic to it. Just go with what it is. Does that make sense?
That in itself is
okay,
logic.
cool. Because I just don't want you to try to be logical in the situation and be like, but look, on the Super Bowl.
What you think about the whole Diddy situation, man?
Man, so there's a couple things, man. So like when it first started, I'm sure I know a lot of people felt the same way I did. I'm confused because I'm like, what exactly are they locking him up on? If they're not locking him up for the video where he, where he's putting his hands on Cassie, then what exactly are they doing, locking him up? I just been confused. But the more I've been looking into it, it seems like he was doing a lot of things such as, I guess, providing women to people for favors, which was something that I didn't understand at first. And now that I've kind of seen that, I could see how you could really get in trouble because you were literally selling sex to people to make some things happen here.
Did you hear about the thing with Twitch?
No.
You know the dude I'm talking about?
The owner of Twitchers? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Twitch. He was that was the name of the dancer, the black dude for the Ellen show. The black dude who was on he was like Ellen's assistant or her comedic relief. Anyway, during like the commercial breaks, he come out like break dance or whatever. Okay. And then like he was also like one of the judges on like So You Think You Can Dance or something like that. Anyway, black dude. Anytime you seen him on television, always smiling, always dancing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Had a great life, it seemed like. You know, on the Ellen show every day. You know what I'm saying? Family taken care of. You would think white wife. So you know he was, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he ended up committing suicide like 2 or 3 years ago. Right?
Okay.
And it was, you know, shocking. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually he went and got him a hotel.
Okay.
And killed himself in the hotel.
Okay.
If I remember.
No, I think that sounds about right. I think I've heard this.
Right. Yep. And it's like that's premeditated. Like you weren't just having a bad day. Like you thought about what day of the week you were going to do this. You looked at your schedule. You know what I'm saying? You put this on your credit card. You reserved the date and time.
Absolutely.
Like that's a lot. And I don't think she got paid, you know what I'm saying, because of all the premeditated, like you can't get life insurance on, you know, committing suicide or whatever. So, and you know, everybody was like, or at least I was like, man, like what the hell could he have, like why? You know what I'm saying? Like you got a good life. I'm thinking I want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? And then you do all this to kill yourself.
Yeah.
You got kids.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Crazy.
the hell? And then, anyway, I fast forward to now, a couple years later, one of the stories that came out, it might have been like in the Kim Porter alleged biography, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was something about how Ellen used to give Twitch out to Diddy.
Really?
Now,
that's crazy.
And now I'm sitting there thinking about, like, man, if you knew that tape was gonna come out, and somebody prepped you, your lawyer, like, hey, I'm gonna let you know, Diddy gonna go down, and your tape is gonna be used as evidence in the court.
I'm listening.
Like I'm gonna let everybody else.
So are you saying that you think that he did this because he thinks that the information was about to come out?
I'm just why else would you like why wouldn't
you want to play victim and get paid?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe he wasn't gonna take that role. Maybe he was.
I don't know. And then I saw like one of the dudes from like One Direction. He jumped off a balcony and killed himself too, but come to find out he's also in one of the tapes.
Oh, I didn't know.
So I don't know if this is the reason.
Okay.
But like a lot of people on these tapes don't want to be around no more.
Oh wow, okay. Or they could just be people who's kind of crazy in the head, and that's why they was all partying together too.
Could be that.
Yeah, I'm here for that other perspective.
Could be.
Except the baby oil from a dude is wild.
I feel like you got to drug people before the baby oil. Like I feel like you got to drug people to get them to
do the baby oil.
Yeah, like
it's a process.
Yeah, you don't drug
premeditated
people
like
with the baby oil. Like you got to drug them to even want the baby oil. Or I don't know. Or they maybe the drug and the allure of being at the Diddy party and I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's nuts. But there's so much stuff that comes out about what happens over there. It's like you don't know what to believe, what not to believe, because you know some of this stuff could just be just made up, just anything, man. But where there's smoke, there's fire. So
yeah,
something happening.
Yeah, I saw a clip where one of the alleged abused teens was talking about one of the instances and was like, yeah, Denzel came down and he wasn't wearing nothing but a gold chain and some Timbs.
Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
Like, listen, man, I'm not trying to hear that, okay? You're not going to tell me he was just out there with just other people just doing like that would be nuts, man.
No, man. It'd be some weird, like, Hollywood. Like, have you ever seen the movie, like, Eyes Wide Shut?
Yep.
Like Tom Cruise?
Absolutely.
And it'd be like a whole, like, secret society type thing.
Until Denzel walks in the room. And then, I feel like this story's going to get out. And I've heard crazy shit, but Denzel and Tim's, crazy.
And a gold chain.
And a chain.
Come
on, man.
Yeah, the gold chain.
Yeah. I'm not going for that one. I was going to say, if you was doing all the wild shit he was doing, though, you got to record it, right? Otherwise, what are you going to do? You just going to have the memory of it? And I know that sounds crazy. Hopefully that'll make the edit.
But yeah, they had like they raided the crib and they found like camcorder tapes, like, and I keep thinking of, you remember dunk contest with Vince Carter put his arm in that, and there was that footage of Shaq with the big joint. He's like,
yep,
all I see is somebody walking around at Diddy parties with these big
VHS ass with the side flipped out,
Freaknik Jones,
big as hell, all on the shoulder.
Yeah, get him
That's
with
funny.
the baby on.
That
like,
is funny. Man. Yeah.
So, Usher.
Okay. I'm hearing things. I don't know. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I done heard some crazy shit about Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Like on some body part pizza type shit.
That's
like
crazy.
Drinking blood and
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
People like a good. I don't know. I don't know what people like.
And he ain't the only one doing it. There's plenty of them doing it. I heard Jamie Foxx got the crazy parties out there, man. they out there doing that. He ain't the only one.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy to you and me? You know what I'm saying? That might be regular life because you get desensitized to shit fast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And when you done seen some shit your whole life and you done been around some shit, it's like, you that ain't gonna get your rocks off no more.
Exactly. That's what I say too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so it's like what you just got to keep going to that next thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
And listen, this is random as hell. I'm about to ask you, what you think about Joe Biden pardoning Hunter?
That's wild, right?
It's wild, but would you do it?
That was some real Trump shit to do.
Would you do it?
But Trump didn't even pardon his own. Like, I think
I'm doing it.
Of course I would.
We got caught with some crack, some guns, and some hookers, right? Like, I'm doing it.
I mean, what's the point of having the power to?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. I mean, shit. Trump trying to pardon himself.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely pardon my child.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Shit, I would try to pardon myself too.
Like, you know how crazy his crime would have to be for me to be like, nah, he got to stay? Like, it'd have to be really crazy. But guns, crack, and some hookers, yo, you out of here.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, he was just watching too much power.
Exactly.
Trying to be Tyreek out here.
Yeah, that's how Bronny need to be living though. Okay, he need to be over there snorting coke with Michael Jordan's son, man.
Man, I seen the meme and it was like, when you finally go on the road and see all the hoes your daddy been banging.
That's funny. Hey, that's too funny, man.
Oh man,
yeah, that's the life he need to live.
Damn, did you see that clip with Ryan Clark? I think they was talking about, it was some list that they did of like the 5 greatest athletes of all time or somebody like that, and it was like Tom Brady was above LeBron James.
Okay.
And Ryan Clark was like, do you know Tom Brady's son's name?
That's funny. That's funny. And that's true.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know any of Tom Brady's children's names.
That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. That's funny.
So obviously LeBron is a better all-around athlete.
Yeah, that's funny.
Who do you think today's black leader is?
That's a good question, Lamar. Do we have one?
See, I was like, I don't even think, because I was looking at the Kamala rally and like, there was no Jesse. There was no Al.
And are they even?
I don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that was
Al still.
Yeah, I feel like in my grandmother's generation and my mom maybe in them, but right now, 2024, they don't got no voice for me.
It was Oprah and Cardi B, which are two very opposite end of the spectrum people to be sharing the same stage.
Yeah.
Like, who's?
I mean, I feel like we have some top voices, and most of these people are probably podcast and radio personalities. I feel like you got Charlamagne, you got Joe Budden type people. I feel like Karen Civil was on her way to like doing something, but I don't know.
I feel like we just went from Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton to Charlamagne. Shout out Charlamagne, but is he really like an activist?
He's not an activist. See, that's a different question. See, when you say black leaders, I'm thinking of somebody when they speak, at least people are listening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like Charlamagne could say something right now. Jesse Jackson could say something right now, right? And who do we really, you know what I'm saying? Who we really paying attention to, right? So that's how I view it. But yeah, well, there's no, I can't think of no like old school, like real outside trying to do something type of person. But there's a lot of people trying. I mean,
you wouldn't say Obama, huh?
No, because he's not active with anything, right? He was active when he was active, but now he's not.
But like you said, if he says something, if Obama says something and Charlamagne the God says something,
people gonna listen to Obama all day. Yeah, over him, but he don't say nothing. So how could I put him in that space if he ain't active? At least the people who I'm naming are people that we're seeing on a consistent basis.
You got to be in front of the lead. Huh?
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, so. Ooh, that's a good question, Lamar. I'm trying to think of who I'm missing. There's gonna be somebody obvious I'm gonna think of like later on when we're not doing this.
I don't know, man. Like Paul Mooney dead. Dick Gregory still alive? Dick Gregory dead.
I assume he's still dead. I think he's dead.
Oh man.
I just had somebody. I forgot who I was about to say.
Tyler Perry?
No, definitely not. I mean, I go Dr. Umar before I go Tyler Perry.
People with influence may maybe not be influential.
Got you. Okay. Tyler Perry. Nah, man. You know what? I think people take Tyler Perry to be too much of a joke now. I do. I really do. I think the dressing up like Medea and all that, people look at you like, I mean, yeah, but I don't know, dog.
JayZ?
JayZ for sure. Not too many people got more influence than him.
You think anything gonna come out
about Hov?
About
this is what I'll say. What's that chick's name that been going around doing interviews?
Jaguar Wright?
Yeah. She even they just mentioned him and the lawyers got in contact with them. Next thing you know, there's an apology being issued. Okay, so
did you see? I think it was a white dude on. I think maybe we're speaking about the same thing. I'm not sure. But there was a white dude. Damn, I forgot what it was, but he had said something, and then the very next day on his show, he apologized.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they definitely they got influence.
Yeah,
but,
so I think they're on top of it. It's gonna be hard to pull them into the situation. All it took was for somebody to say their name and say his name in the interview, and next thing you see is an apology. So I think even if something does come out, people go back away from it.
I think Hov stay clean. Either there ain't nothing, or he's got it under wraps.
I don't think he was at a Diddy party with the baby oil at all, though. You know what I'm saying? If something comes out, it ain't gonna be one of them type of situations.
I hope not.
Yeah, but it might be. He was 25 and the girl was 17, but during that time period, it was a little different back then, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let my pops tell it.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. So. I feel like that's the most you're gonna get out of a Hov thing.
But once again, he really don't say too much neither.
He doesn't. Well, he doesn't say a lot
for being a rapper.
But he's very like active, regardless, though, right? Without saying anything.
That's true. Yeah,
he's paying people's taxes. He's getting people out of jail.
Give him that.
Like stuff be happening, and JayZ just send the check and be like, "Yo, you good?" So.
Yeah. But you know, what was the Dave Chappelle? He saves, but he rapes.
That's a fact. Yeah, listen.
Send a lot of people to college. He says like your uncle that sent you to college, but he might have touched you, molested you a little bit too.
Yep. You know who Hassan Campbell is? You ever seen Hassan Campbell before? Oh man, okay.
What's he do?
He's like a YouTube dude, but he's from Bronx River. And apparently, I guess he grew up in the Bronx under African Bambaataa, and you know, African Bambaataa got all these allegations, and he's one of the victims of that situation.
Oh, got you. Oh man.
And what you're saying made me think of that because he was talking about how even though that happened to him, he also loved him at the same time. It was crazy, man. But
yeah, I think I did see a little bit of that.
Yeah, he's a nutcase though. He's a wild boy.
I mean, I don't know. I saw an interview with one of the security dudes was talking about he wasn't even talking about Diddy. I think he was talking about like cash money or something like that. He was like they have the artists come to the party and you know what I'm saying, drug them up and you know what I'm saying, have somebody, you know, rape them or whatever.
Really?
And then, you know what I'm saying, and then come back for the contract negotiation the next day.
That's crazy.
Like, we want you to sign 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna sign 5 years. And he'd be like, all right, play.
Oh, wow.
Now, you want all your boys to see this?
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And this is the security guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's doing like a Vlad TV interview or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And this is, you know, he's like, yeah, this has been going on since the 90s.
You talking about the Gene Deal? You talking about Gene Deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be who you talking about.
Probably
Yeah.
so, or one of the security guards.
Yeah, it's probably him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they were saying that like Diddy was doing the same thing, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, using these tapes as you know, you know, to be able to get artists to sign over, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it ain't start with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like Diddy ain't the first one.
No, that's a fact. No, that's for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like before there was ever, and it's like, I don't know.
I'm sure this been going on in Hollywood forever.
Forever. That's what I'm saying. Forever.
So,
like, I don't know.
Puffy, Diddy got it from somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He didn't invent it
Like-
at all.
Like Diddy, like they talking about Diddy and groomed all these people. I was like, he was probably groomed himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that doesn't take anything away from like him being guilty of it. Okay, you still a messed up person regardless.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Hey, wild boy.
Yeah, I hear he running shit in the jails though.
That's what I heard. When he got the money, he ought to.
He's in there like Avon Barksdale up in there.
Absolutely. He ought to.
KFC wings.
I'm curious to see how this is, man, because for real, like, look at what just happened with the Young Thug trial, right? You see what happened with Young Thug. They made a mockery of the justice system down there in Atlanta. Now, keep in mind, that state, I believe Puffy's is federal, right? I'm assuming Puffy's is federal.
I think so.
Yeah, I would think so. So
Homeland Security around his house.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I gotta assume it's federal. Same thing with Lil Durk. I think Lil Durk, if I'm Puffy and I'm Lil Durk, I'm gonna look at that Young Thug situation and think that, man, I got a chance to at least make them mess this case up, especially when I got the money for it, because Puffy got the money for this.
Yeah.
It ain't like Puffy got locked up and then all of a sudden he was all messed up and houses started getting repoed and stuff. Now they was like, yo, we trying to get out. We give you $50 million. $50 million.
And they were still like, nah, he got that.
Yeah. They crazy.
That's nothing.
Yep.
He'd be like Russell Simmons out here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't catch him.
Exactly. Yeah, so if I look at that trial and I'm Puffy and I'm Durk, I'm like, man, I got a chance at this. I got a chance.
Yeah, he said he wasn't taking no deals and nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
He said fighting a good fight.
What do you think about that thug trial?
Honestly, I saw a bunch of clips and shit of them like playing his lyrics in court, and I mean, wasn't his co-defendant Gunna, but like I guess he snitched and then he got out, but now they like making songs together, but like not really.
Well, from what I saw, it don't look like Gunna. So Gunna would be considered a snitch, but I don't know if he went in and told a whole bunch of stuff. But I do know when it came time for him to take his plea to get out, the judge was like, "Do you acknowledge that YSL is a gang?" and da 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 da. And he said, "Yeah," but he probably didn't know the judge was going to do that. That's what I think happened. And then, but once you agree to that, if I'm Thug, you just told on me when you did that, because now you're acknowledging that you mess with me and we are a gang. So I get why somebody would say they snitching. But yeah, they made a mockery of the justice system down there, man.
And now they both out.
Yeah, now everybody's
like a
out.
mistrial or something?
Yeah, there's like, well, they didn't even do a mistrial. They went ahead and let him plea out for 15-year probation, and he can't talk about gang activity,
and
they can't retry him.
And why didn't they just offer him that at the beginning?
Because they thought they was going to get him in jail for the rest of his life. Nobody knew the judge was going to be fanned out.
Oh man.
Uh-huh.
So aren't they trying to hit Puffy with the RICO?
I don't know what they're hitting him with. I just saw he got a bunch of charges, but I haven't seen that as RICO. So, but again, he got the money, so we'll see. All this stuff turned out differently for people like him.
So is it illegal for you to fly a female from wherever she at to here?
Period. They said that's sex trafficking.
Like that's it.
That's it. That's sex trafficking. That's what I said. What?
That's it. Like so
flying the chick out is
so somebody on Instagram sees you DM or whatever. You're like, yo, let's get together. I'm gonna send you a plane ticket.
Yep.
And she gets here.
Sex trafficking.
But it's the feds.
That's crazy.
And that's
crazy.
That is wild. That's like that. Who was it? Who was the guitarist way back? Chuck Berry. Remember they got Chuck Berry with the you drove white girls over state lines.
Over state line. Yep, absolutely. Done deal.
Man,
yeah.
Same
Who would have
game.
thought that would be sex trafficking? Who would have thought that? That's crazy. But that's what they're saying.
So how do you mingle now?
Good question.
Here's my thing. Prostitution is illegal. I'm not allowed to see a guy and see a woman and facilitate that and be like, hey, you know what? You pay me, she gonna take care of you, and everything's gonna be all good. That's illegal.
Absolutely.
However, if I design an app and I take his money and I hook them up together, perfectly legal.
Yep.
So I could still be a pimp, but just digitize myself and do it as an app.
No, that's a fact. I mean, as long as the girl isn't advertising that she's giving sex. If as soon as she advertises she's giving sex on that app, then you got a problem.
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, I think once that happens, then you do.
All right, so I design.
But all they're gonna do is call it a meetup.
I design OnlyFans. I mean,
and then all the chicks got to do in her bio for meetups DM. Meetup, what that mean? Well, companionship. You know what that means, though. Just got to word it correctly. That's it. It's a mean, vicious world out here.
Yeah. Well, they say pimping is the oldest game on earth.
Like you said, I mean, what is the dating game like out here now? Like, it's different.
Yeah, not to put none of my family members on blast, but we were just talking earlier about my sister got a boyfriend, and my grandfather was asking, oh, how'd they meet? And my mom was like, on one of the dating apps. And I was like, one of? And she was like, yeah, it was either Hinge or Tinder or Plenty of Fish or Bumble or... And I was like, so she's on all of them? Like, yeah, like cast a wide net.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, that's wild. Like,
I couldn't imagine.
That's the dating scene now. You let the algorithm do it for you.
That's crazy, right?
And it found her match. My son got a match.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I never even been on one before.
Neither have I.
So I don't even know how they work, but that's crazy.
I don't know how them joints work. I remember in high school they used to have a little joint like that.
Oh yeah.
You remember, man, in high school they used to have us like fill out something. It'd be like before Valentine's Day or something. You fill out a little questionnaire, and then it come back to you and have like your 5 top matches.
I don't remember.
You don't remember doing that joint? Oh man, I swear it was either. I think it was in high school. It was definitely. It was middle school or high school. I don't remember. But they would come back to you with like your 5 matches, and then you know what I'm saying. You go to your girl and be like, "Who's your matches?" But I don't know. That joint got phased out quick. But that was like literally like the first algorithms. Right there in the 90s.
Yeah, that's
we was probably the test subject. We probably made. We put the data
Absolutely.
together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We was like, did you see the story about the Pokemon Go? So there's an app, Pokemon Go, and people would be on the app and they have to find like little avatars or whatever. So you literally like hold the phone and you use your phone as like a compass or whatever. And you're trying to find like these little characters or whatever. Come to find out, the company was actually using those people to do their geofencing or geo-surveying or whatever to build their app. So,
really?
Yeah, so like, you know how like Google has the cars drive around to map all the... They were using people to do that, to map out like walking in the woods and like trails and all this stuff like that. So they took all that data from people thinking that they were actually trying to find this stuff, but really it was like the app was telling them where to go to like map out the new area. And they took all that information and now people are mad like, oh, you were using us.
That's funny. That should get from running around chasing cartoon characters on your phone. Looking crazy. Yeah, he was out there getting hit by cars and all types of bullshit, man.
So what's up with the basketball, man? I ain't ever. Don't you got like a tournament or something, like a gambling?
So I got what I'm about to do is, so I stopped coaching for a few years. I just need to take a break or whatever. So we're in a tournament coming up this summer up in Harlem. It's a money tournament. They're paying out $100,000. So went up there, met with the people, talked with them and stuff. They're about to come down here probably next month sometime. We're gonna do an interview and stuff. But yeah, we're going up there next summer, man. $100,000, baby.
So what's the buy-in?
$5,000.
$5,000 per
$5,000 per team.
And the winner gets $100,000.
Winner gets $100,000.
None for second place. None for the first loser.
So what they'll also have is they have once the playoffs start, they have different pots in the playoffs. So once you win each round in the playoffs, you can put money in the pot, and you can win money each round in the playoffs too. So they got it set up pretty good.
You already got the teams and everything in?
I know who I'm putting my team. I know I'm putting my team in. Yeah, I know who I got.
What's the how many teams are in the? It's a tournament.
Yeah, it's a tournament. I think it's I forgot how many teams it was, Lamar. I think it was 24 or something like that.
Okay. So it's gonna be like a whole weekend or something.
Yeah. It's for 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I have to keep going up there.
Word.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do is do like the games are on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So maybe do a game Friday, game Saturday, and then come back down, and then wait 2 weeks, and then go back up there like that every other week.
100,000, huh?
But ain't nothing new for me to go up to New York and bring my team up there, man. We be fucking them up there, so I'm ready for it. They already know it.
What's the biggest challenge? Do people take you seriously as a coach because they knew you was a player? Do you get more respect because you were a player coach? Or
so it go like this, right? You got to think where I'm coaching now, right? So I'm coaching in Maryland, DC, Baltimore, right? And the thing is, because I'm 40-something years old, ain't a whole bunch of footage of me playing basketball from back in the day, right? So for them, which is strange, I don't know if they do it.
You ain't even on YouTube, cuz.
Yeah, but as far as they're concerned, you ain't even fucking play basketball. You just some tall dude who's out here trying to coach and become friends with everybody, right? And that's how I guess some people try to view it. So, but yeah, as far as the respect thing goes, I mean, we be fucking niggas up, Lamar, so niggas gotta respect me, man. Like, it is what it is. When it comes to the basketball and the DMV, like, niggas gotta respect what I do, man. It just is what it is. I got the players. We be fucking people up. I talk my shit. You know how I am.
I mean, how do you stay with a good team? Because all your peers is old now, too.
Yeah, but I don't pick any of my peers. I know 40-year-olds playing for me, right? So all it is just kind of starting. Like when I started up the team, I had a couple players. We were just okay, right? But I knew I was going to do a team. I mean, there's more backstory to it. Like this could really get crazy. But overall, I started off with an okay team, but my recruiting game just was on a million. So things just started kind of falling in my lap. So I started a team, then I found a player, then another player. One day I'm at a gas station in Hyattsville getting gas. Some 6'8" dude walks out. He got a whole bunch of tattoos and stuff. I see him. He's got a basketball in his arm. I start talking to him about basketball. I don't even realize he's got his cousin with him who's 7'2" standing next to him. I see him before I saw the 7-footer. Next thing you know, they're playing for me. I think it's he was Manute Bol's son, Chris Bol. Yeah, so then he about 6'8", the other one about 7'2". But the 7'2" dude and 6'8", they got a whole bunch of other cousins and stuff that be flying into the area. So now I'm just getting players off of them, and then different things are happening. Plus on top of that, like I think people fuck with like my style of how I do everything for the Sandballers and all that shit. So I mean, getting players ain't nothing, man, at this point. And what happens is once you have enough good players, more good players are gonna want to come play, and then it just becomes its own little machine where like I don't really have to struggle to find good players. So
has the game changed the way we've seen it change in like the NBA? I seen a shot chart of shots taken in the 90s of like all of the NBA teams over the course of the 90s, and then now it's like there is no mid-range now.
There is no mid-range.
Like it's either a layup and a dunk or a three-pointer.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff has changed, man. The clothes have changed. They got way cooler stuff than we had when we was younger. You see them shoes they got out there now? They got way better stuff. I mean, back in the day.
First of all,
go ahead.
All the shoes now they ain't got no ankle support.
They don't have no ankle support.
Everybody plays in tennis shoes, like running shoes now. Like
that's for sure.
That was not a thing.
That was not a thing.
Nah, we had high tops, laced ups.
Those days are over with now.
You could not play in shoes that you saw your ankles.
Yep.
You get clowned.
Absolutely.
Like, dude, you're playing in New Balance?
Like, yo, your ankle's done.
Bro, Air Max?
Yep.
That's what you're balling in?
Yep. Your ankle's gonna be done.
And that's with the Kyries. That's with the I think LeBron.
The Kobe's.
LeBron may got the only shoe that's a hot top. I can't think of nobody else's shoe. Even Giannis joint, you see ankles coming out.
Everybody. John Morant, all them. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Man. The clothes are different, man. They got really cool shoes, really cool colors now. You know, we could back in the day we could ball in a wife beater. Wife beater, some Jordans, some basketball shorts. You good? You ball in a wife beater now, they're gonna look at you like, oh, you must not hoop nowhere. Yeah, so it's different. But even the style of the game, like you were saying, it's different, man. And like, for instance, when I want to find a post player now, there's a lot of dudes, they care about scoring points in the post, man. They want to have a whole bunch of points and they want to look pretty. I'm looking for somebody who's going to give me block shots and rebounds and play some defense, man. I'm looking for a dog out there. Y'all out here trying to be pretty, man. Yeah. And to me, a lot of it's different, man. They're way more sensitive now. You know, you talk shit to them, they be ready to take it to another level when it's just like, we just talking about basketball, but they want to take it to another level. So it's definitely different. You know, back in our day, I feel like people ain't really Euro step like that. You know, that's a thing now. They sidestep it in Euro and all types of stuff. So it's a different game now than it was back then.
You think? I mean, as far as it's definitely less physical.
Definitely less physical, for sure.
You think it's a different kind of player, like mentally?
Different kind of player mentally. Yeah, I think before you definitely had to be a little more, or people were a little more mentally tough than they are now. It's very easy to like get in these dudes' head now. Pause. Like it's nothing for real. You can start talking to them about basketball, tell them that they sorry. They gonna be more focused on talking shit back to you than they are on concentrating on the game. And you already won the game. I do it all the time with them. I want you to be completely focused on what I said and be more worried about me than you are the game. And that stuff works. It works. It's all a mental. Basketball is mostly mental, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Who you think is? You think Steph Curry and LeBron, or is there a changing of the guard now, or is it still? Because if you look on like the national TV schedule, it's pretty much still like Lakers and Golden State.
It is. I think Anthony Edwards could possibly be the next up, right? He talks crazy. He really could hoop, you know. Yeah, they like he
got
really
mid-range
could go.
games. Too.
He does, man. So I think if there is a change of the guard, I think Anthony Edwards might be that person for real. But LeBron's still holding that spot in my opinion.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves. Yep.
Can you really be the face of the league in Minnesota?
I think if you're good enough, it doesn't even matter. I mean, if LeBron could be in Cleveland,
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Who cares about Cleveland ever?
Yeah.
So.
They were doing all right this year, right? Donovan?
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell's amazing.
I think they only lost like 2 games so far, right?
Oh yeah, because they were undefeated most of the season. Yeah, so you might be right.
I think I just saw one loss they had. I think it was to somebody who was like 2-7. Like they must have had everybody on like load management. Matter of fact, I think Vegas had a bet going to who their first loss was gonna
really
be by.
Okay.
Did you see the bet they had on Bronny James?
No, what was it?
Before the season even started, the bet was 25 points.
Okay.
All year.
Well, he scored 25 all year. Ooh.
But now that we're already like 14 games in the season, you can kind of like judge on that based on his playing time. But this was before a preseason game.
Gotcha.
So everybody was like 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna score 25 points all year.
Anybody could do that, right?
All year. And now that we're like 20 games in, and he's like G League status and
absolutely.
Shit. It's like you see all his turnovers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he might not get to 25.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
that might have been a good bet.
Because I thought he was supposed to be doing G League and still playing with the Lakers too, but I don't see him with the Lakers never now.
So imagine this. Imagine you on the G League busting your ass, right? And then. You know what I'm saying? So Bronny gets put on the G League, but he only has to play home games.
That's it. And making what, $6 million?
So basically, y'all saying he need to get better, right?
playing less.
But he ain't one of us niggas.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
crazy. He ain't like y'all, but he needs to get better. Y'all teach him to get better so we can bring him back up
Yeah,
here.
like,
But he's not going anywhere with you. No,
man, have you
absolutely
ever?
not.
You ever been on your job and had to train your replacement?
I have never had to do that,
Bruh. They got me like that. They got me. Hey Lamar, we've got a couple trainees. We just a couple new hires. Can you go ahead and train them? There's like 4 of them. But what you don't realize is, for your salary, they pay all 4 of those people.
Got you.
So you are all 4 of those. So as soon as you train them, they're gonna let you go.
If I'm training them on what I do, I'm gonna start asking questions. I ain't gonna lie to you, Lamar. I'm gonna ask a lot of questions like, well, what is capacity?
You remember when they caught Robert Kraft coming out the sex parlor? It was on tape, FBI surveillance.
Yep.
Bruh, ain't nobody seen that tape.
Yep.
Ain't nobody.
Charges dropped. Charges dropped.
Drop. Tape ain't come out. Nothing. Like, bruh, y'all saw him coming out. And I'm sure y'all saw him in there too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got cameras everywhere.
Yep. That money will do it.
Puffy ain't got Robert Kraft money? Nah.
No.
Robert Kraft money. That's.
But they might have the same connections, maybe.
Man.
Because it ain't just the money; it's the connection too.
There's a lot of weird connections. And then like I remember that. Don't you remember that playoff series couple years back when like Meek Mill had got out of jail and Robert Kraft had the helicopter get him to come ring the bell?
That was Michael Rubin.
Was it
Michael Rubin, the 76ers owner?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just sitting there like, does he listen to rap? Like what he got to do with? And then he came there with that weird like mock neck and rang the bell.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought. What you think about Meek Mill, man? You think Puffy fucked him too?
No, fuck no. And I think it's hilarious though. I think it's hilarious that people say that though. I think that's the funniest thing ever. You know how mad I'd be if I was Meek Mill and I had to argue that all the time? Like, yo, y'all crazy. Yeah, I definitely don't think that, but I think it's hilarious though.
Carl Winslow?
Ooh. Carl Winslow, I saw something the other day. He said he never even met him before, but that's got to be a lie, right? That's got to be a lie. He had to have met him Puffy before. Oh yeah, Bronny, back to Bronny. But yeah, I think that's crazy how his situation is, man. Don't go to no away games, only play home games, and then I don't see you with the Lakers at all ever now.
I mean, how old is LeBron? 42? No, he ain't as old as me.
Nah.
He's like 38.
No, he's older than 38 though. 39, probably about to turn 40.
About to turn 40.
Yeah, that's what I would think. 39, about to turn 40.
So he's only got like a year or 2 left. I mean, you the Lakers, man. Like that's just an investment. Like even after LeBron retires, we still want you here.
Yeah.
Like you gonna be affiliated somehow.
Yeah. People like him. So
you gonna have a chair here.
Yeah, he would be the industry plant of basketball. That's who he would be. But people like him. People want to see him.
Better than Jordan?
Who?
LeBron. Just see, you're still not ready to concede that yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think I am, man. Just cause, man,
80s babies ain't ready to let that go.
Yeah, because time goes by and people forget. That's how I view it, man. Time goes by, people forget, man.
I try not to entertain the because you can make arguments either way, but I think I forgot who, it might have been Marlon Wayans or somebody was being funny, making a funny argument. He was like, man, Michael Jordan had a great coach and a great team and went to 6 finals with that great coach and that team. Every time he went, Scotty went. Every time he went, Phil went.
Yep.
He said, man, LeBron been to 19 finals. Not one team was the same.
That's funny.
Not one starting 5 was the same. 6 different teams, 12 different coaches, 19 straight finals.
That's a fact.
I was like, damn, you right about that.
But I don't want to say that Miami Heat team was like worse than the Chicago Bulls team. I feel like the Miami Heat team that LeBron had was one of the best teams ever. Yeah, so cool. Who's on the roster?
Yeah.
That's gonna always be the thing. Because if I'm Mike, I'm be like, yo, I got Steve Kerr. Like, what are you talking about?
There was a couple of them. He was like, man, he took some of the point guards he named off was like you ain't heard of him since then. It's like what was his name? Booby.
Booby Gibson, Eric Snow. Wasn't he there for a little while? He was.
He went to the finals with Eric Snow, nigga.
Yep.
Booby Gibson.
Booby Gibson.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's a
I don't
fact.
know. It's a hard argument, man. I think I might be almost ready to. I might be almost ready to concede. You know what I'm saying? Now I was Jordaned out. I'm talking about starter sets. You know what I'm saying? I even had the Michael Jordan cologne, dog. Like you know,
good underrated cologne.
It's a great cologne.
Yeah.
Do they make that still?
I don't know if they still do, but I know when it was out back in the day, definitely underrated.
That was one of the classics. Man. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a hard argument for me right there. Actually, that point alone, like man, 20 straight finals. That's got to be hard.
Yeah, but Mike can make the argument like I didn't have to go to that many though.
Yeah.
We just went ahead and knocked these joints out real quick.
Ratio.
Yeah, took a break, came back, knocked a couple more of them out. So
yeah. Appreciate you coming through, man.
You already know.
I appreciate you coming through to shoot the shit.
You already know. Anytime, man.
This has definitely been the shoot the shit hour. But appreciate you, man. We got Big Sam in the building.
You already
talking
know.
about life, being a black man in Loudoun County, and everything in between.
Yeah, we talked about a lot today.
We did. Man, we went over a lot.
Absolutely, and I will be back.
For me not having no question there. Appreciate you for having the time to come through.
You already know, man.
And signing off.
All right.